to give you a hug?
Hey Kakler, you ever seen one of those electric scooters before? I hear they're a real blast to ride.
No way. I would never go near one of those things. Too dangerous.
Oh, come on, I'm sure it's not that bad.
No, you don't understand. You see, the other day I was walking down the street when I saw one of those scooters headed straight for me.
Seriously? What did you do?
I screamed and jumped out of the way. Luckily, I escaped unscathed. But I'm still not sure it's better to be safe than sorry. Eh, Freddy?
So did you hear about the new store that opened up on the corner?
Yeah, it's a barber shop.
A barber shop? In this neighborhood? That's kind of surprising.
I know. I heard they're offering all sorts of old-fashioned services, like hot towel shaves and fancy haircuts.
I'm gonna go check it out. Maybe I'll get a mohawk. That would be something no one has ever seen around here before.
Maybe I should get a new hairstyle too.
Sure, why not? Let's go together.
Hi everyone, my name is Larry. So, I was out with my friends yesterday and they all started talking about their favorite types of sushi. I was like, why can't I go somewhere and get a hamburger sushi roll? Then they were all like, that's not real sushi. I'm like, doesn't it still have fish in it? So then I started thinking about it and I was like, what if you made an egg roll sushi? I mean, you can get an egg roll at any Chinese restaurant. What did you do this weekend, Yvonne?
I went to see a movie with Larry.
Oh, really? What did you see? I went shopping for a new dress.
What kind of dress did you find?
No way. I thought you were going to a movie.
That's what she said.
Alright then. So Yvonne, what kind of dress did you find?
I found a really cute sundress with polka dots. I got it in blue and white.
So I went to see my doctor recently and he told me that I need to start exercising more. So, I started running every morning. The first couple days it was awful. My legs were sore, I couldn't breathe, but after a few days something incredible happened. Nothing. One day I'm running and I hear this voice behind me. The voice says, "Hey, you're really running fast." And I turn around and it's a police officer. He says, "I've been chasing you for the last 3 blocks." I was so embarrassed. I thought for sure he'd give me a ticket. Instead, he said good job. It was the nicest thing someone has ever said to me while running. So, it turns out the doctor was right. Exercise is good for you. Just don't do it in public. That's it for me. Thanks for having me. Have a great night, everybody. Exits to applause. Waves.
So, Larry, what are you doing here? I thought you said this was going to be a wild party. At least that was the rumor from my friend Fred.
Yeah, I guess he was wrong. It's just me, you, and a few random strangers. Although, I did just see one guy trying to juggle a few bowling pins. I don't think I've ever seen anyone pull that off successfully.
Yeah, you're right. I guess we just have to make the best of it and come up with our own entertainment.
Right. What should we do first? Let's go to the beach this weekend. We can ride my new hoverboard.
Wow, that sounds awesome. But what happens if it rains?
Nothing. We'll just ride the waves. But make sure to bring an umbrella in case we get hungry.
An umbrella for hunger? That makes no sense. But I'm game, let's go.
All right, it's settled. Larry and I will bring the hoverboard. Yvonne, you can bring the snacks.
And don't forget the umbrella. It's going to be a crazy adventure.
You got that right. Let's go.
Hi everyone! How's everybody doing tonight? So, I was walking to my car the other day and I see this lady just standing there with no pants on. So naturally, as any normal person would do, I asked her if she needed help. She looked at me and said, "No thanks, I forgot to put them on today." I don't know about you, but I can't say I've ever forgotten to put my pants on. So of course, I had to ask her why she thought that was an acceptable way to go about her day. She simply replied, "Well, it worked out better than forgetting to put them on yesterday." I think we can all agree it's pretty hard to top that level of commitment. Alright, that's all for me tonight. Thanks for having a laugh with me, and I hope you have a great night. Bye! Applause. Thanks everyone. Have a great night. Crowd cheers.
So I was walking down the street and see this crazy guy busting out of a nearby window.
Whoa, that's wild. What happened?
He was probably trying to leave a store without paying.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So I'm like, "Hey buddy, why you stealing things?" He looks at me and says, "Well, I just had to get out of there."
That's a new one. What did you do?
I'd probably just take off running. What else? Yeah, me too.
I guess you have to give him credit for his creativity.
So I was in the grocery store today, and you'll never guess what happened. I got the last pint of Rocky Road ice cream.
Oh, why didn't you get two? That's the kind of mistake that could haunt you forever.
I know, right? The clerk even said to me you might want to buy two or you'll regret it later.
Too late now, I guess. So what did you do with it?
I ate the whole thing. I was feeling so lucky that I couldn't help but pig out. But now I'm feeling kinda sick, so maybe that's the price of my Rocky Road bliss.
Ah, lesson learned. When it comes to ice cream, always get two.
Hi everyone! So I've been told that I'm an accident waiting to happen, and my grandmother always said that if it weren't for bad luck, I'd have none at all. But the thing is, she's wrong. Because sometimes when things go wrong for me, they actually turn out pretty good in the end. Like last week, I was late for work and got a speeding ticket on my way there. My boss was super mad, but then he found out. That I was late because I was helping an old lady cross the street. So, he said it was worth it and didn't even dock my pay that week. See what I mean? Anyway, how many of you have ever had a bad luck story turn out okay in the end too? Anybody? Anyone? Ah, come on. I know there's got to be a few of you out here with me. Alright, let's hear him. Who wants to share their bad luck story? Alright, if no one else is going to go first, I guess I'll share another one. So a few months ago, my car broke down and I had to get it towed. It turns out that the mechanic found a way to fix it for free. He just needed some parts from an old spare car he had lying around. I couldn't believe it. What are the chances of that happening? So I heard these guys are doing a stand-up special next week and they're pretty funny.
Yeah, I've seen them perform before. They always get the crowd going.
I bet they'll totally kill it on the stage. Do you think we should give it a try?
Are you crazy? Stand-up is hard work. Plus, I'd rather be in the audience and laugh along with everyone else. Maybe we should just stick to writing sitcoms. That's our strong suit.
Fair enough. We could always try it sometime, though for fun.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, let's go get a coffee and write some more jokes. Alright, everyone, I'm gonna tell you a joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the comedy club. Alright, here's another one. What do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. Here's one last joke for you. Why did the apricot go to the party? Because it was a fruitful event. Thanks, everyone. You've been a great audience. Good night. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.
So I really could use a break.
Yeah, me too. I mean, after all we've been through these past couple of weeks.
You guys need a vacation. I know just the place for us to relax and unwind.
Where? Hawaii?
Nah, I was thinking something a bit more tropical. How about the Azores?
The Azores? That's a little off the beaten path.
But think about it, the perfect place to relax. Lots of sunshine and warm weather and no one around.
That could be fun. Where are the Azores exactly?
They're an archipelago of islands off the coast of Portugal. I hear they have great seafood and culture too.
All right, let's do it. When do we leave?
You know what I don't get?
What?
You don't get anything.
That's true.
But what don't you get, Larry?
Why everyone is always in such a hurry. Everywhere I go, people are rushing around like crazy.
I know. It's like we're all on a mission to get somewhere at warp speed.
That's because time is money, my friend. If you don't move quickly, you're just wasting time.
Yeah, but what if it's not about getting somewhere faster? What if it's just about taking your time and enjoying the moment? Hey, did you hear about the new craze amongst kids these days? They're actually learning to hula hoop with a jump rope.
No way. I thought hula hoops were just for spinning around your waist.
Apparently not. It's a really weird combination, but apparently it's actually giving kids quite the workout. So, what have you been up to lately? Have you considered going for a new job?
Well, I've been toying with the idea of starting a taco stand. With the right location and some luck, I think it could be a major success.
Hi everyone, I'm Larry. So I was at the store the other day, and they have everything there. You know, you can get paper towels, detergent, potatoes, and then you can also get Viagra. It was pretty awkward for me because I really didn't need any of those things. All I wanted was some crackers and cheddar cheese, but none of that mattered because no one was selling Viagra. So I just walked out of the store feeling a bit flustered. And then, this old lady comes up to me and she says, "Young man, why don't you take some Viagra? It really helps." I just said to her, "Ma'am, I don't even have a girlfriend." The whole store erupted in laughter, and I just walked away embarrassed. Anyway, that's my story for today. How about you all? Any funny stories to share? All right, let's hear it then. So, I heard you had something extraordinary and surprising happen yesterday.
Well, it wasn't exactly extraordinary, but it was certainly strange.
All right, so what happened?
I was walking through the park when I noticed this old man sitting on a bench with a parrot perched on his shoulder. I went up to him and asked if I could pet the parrot, and he said sure. So I started petting the parrot, and the man just watched. After a few minutes, he said, That parrot has been in my family for generations.
Wow, that is surprising. What did you do?
I just thanked him and left. I mean, what else was there to do? It was a pretty surreal moment.
Definitely. But at least you got to pet a parrot. I'm a little jealous, to be honest. So, Fred, what have you been up to lately? Anything exciting happening in your life?
Well, I just got back from a trip to Florida. It was really great and relaxing. I stayed in a nice hotel with a pool and it was really peaceful.
Does that mean you didn't do anything productive during the trip?
Not really, but I did have some profound realizations while I was there. Like life is short and you should live each day to the fullest and enjoy it.
That's a really great way of looking at things. Maybe we should both take a trip to Florida sometime and just enjoy each other's company. What do you think?
I think that sounds great. Let's plan to do it soon. Have you heard they released a new flavor of ice cream? I'd try it as a float.
I bet it would taste great with a scoop of cookie dough on top.
Or drizzled with some caramel.
Even better.
We should pick some up and do a taste test.
Sounds like a great plan. I wonder what other flavors they released. We could make some interesting combinations, like blackberry and cream cheese.
I don't know about that one, but we could try something like mint and chocolate chip.
So, did you hear the news?
No, what news?
Apparently, they just invented a new kind of ice cream that changes flavors with your mood.
Really? That sounds kind of crazy. How does it know your mood?
They said it has a special ingredient that reacts to your brain signals.
That's incredible. Do you think I can get it in my local grocery store?
I don't know, but I bet it's pretty expensive. I'm sure if you look hard enough, you'll find it somewhere.
Hi everyone! I'm Larry, and it's great to see you all here tonight. So, lately I've been thinking a lot about space travel. Have any of you ever thought about what it would be like to fly in a rocket? Well, from what I hear, it's not like flying first class on a plane. You don't have people serving you drinks and snacks while you're up there. And then there's the whole problem of gravity. Being weightless in space is kind of fun, but trying to bring your luggage back home with you? Not so much. Okay, now I don't want to bore you all with science, so let's go back to talking about my travels here on Earth. I recently went to the Grand Canyon and it was beautiful, but don't get me wrong, there were plenty of people that tried to ruin my experience. Like the sunburned tourist who asked me for directions when I was clearly lost. But I guess that's life, right? You take the good with the bad. So, thanks for coming out to listen to me tonight, and I'll see you all next time.
So, what did you think of that movie we saw last weekend?
It was okay, I guess. But not as funny as a Feinberg episode.
All right, all right. So, what have you been up to lately?
Well, I just started taking a spinning class. It's surprisingly fun.
Really? I can't imagine spinning being fun at all. Have you thought about joining a comedy club? That's always fun.
Yeah, maybe that's something you should look into.
Sounds like a great idea. I might just do that. What about you guys? Anything funny going on in your lives? Did you just hear what I heard?
What did you hear? I heard a strange noise coming from the kitchen. What kind of noise? It sounded like a mouse scurrying around.
Really? That's strange. I wonder what it was doing in there. Maybe it's looking for cheese or something. We should investigate. I'll take the flashlight and you take a bowl.
Hey Larry, did you hear about the new restaurant that just opened up in town? It's supposed to be really good. You should try it out.
Yeah, I heard about it. They only serve dishes that are imaginary. Can you imagine how crazy that would be? Eating something you can only see in your head. I mean, what would the menu even look like?
It could be very interesting. Maybe they offer multiple different types of invisible soup.
Well, I guess it would have to be self-serve then. You just close your eyes and hope for the best. I don't think I'm brave enough to try that. So I was in the grocery store the other day, and I heard this loud noise from down the aisle. So I went to investigate, and it turns out it was just a woman trying to open a jar of pickles. I guess you could say she was in a pickle. So then I thought to myself, why do we even have jars of pickles if they're so difficult to open? Everyone in the store was giving her a hard time, but I think she just needed some help from someone who was stronger than her. Anyway, I got out of there before I got caught up in the drama and all. But it got me thinking, why is opening a jar of pickles such a struggle when there are so many other things that are so much easier to do? I mean, it's 2021. Why aren't there self-opening jars of pickles yet? Who knows? Maybe one day. Alright, that's enough pickle talk for now. Let me move on to my next joke. So, Yvonne, did you hear the news about my new neighbor?
No, Larry, what is it?
She's a ventriloquist.
No, she's an opera singer. You should hear her practice every morning. It's quite a show.
Wow, that sounds so cool.
You know what else is cool? This new Italian restaurant that just opened in our neighborhood. Let's go try it out.
That sounds like a great idea.
Hey, Larry, how about you join us?
Of course, I wouldn't miss it. It should be a fun night.
Yeah, let's make it a night out.
Alright, I hope everyone is ready for a few jokes. So I heard a rumor that my neighbor got a pet elephant. I don't know why. He only has a studio apartment. Why did the chicken go to the library? To get a book. Of course. How does the computer get drunk? It takes screenshots. What did the fish say when it swam into a wall? Damn! Why did the scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. What did the firefly say to the other firefly? Let's glow out of here.
I don't know why people keep insisting I wear high heels.
Because you have such nice legs.
That's not the point.
Alright, so why do you want to wear sandals? Is it because your mom was never around to tell you not to?
No, it's just so much more comfortable.
Well, if it's that important to you, then I guess you should wear sandals. I mean, it's your feet and you gotta do what feels right, you know?
You're right. Thanks, Larry.
Of course. I'm always here when you need me. Now let's get out of here and grab some lunch. So, what did you think of the new sushi place we tried last night?
It was good, but I almost didn't make it. It took forever to get cabs in that area. I thought I was going to be late for dinner and you were going to have already eaten all the good stuff. I was relieved when I finally showed up, but then the waiter brought us both the same roll. What's the odds of that happening?
Pretty slim, but it worked out in the end. Plus, we got an extra roll for free. Let's do it again sometime. I'm thinking of getting some takeout tonight. What do you think?
Hey Larry, guess what I heard about Fred?
What? I'm sure it's going to be surprising.
Well, apparently Fred is taking up tap dancing.
What? That's not true. Okay, it is true. I studied it a few years ago and I really enjoyed it.
That's so funny.
Well, I think it's the perfect way to stay limber and get a little exercise.
Wow, Fred, that's a surprise. Hey everyone, glad you could make it tonight. I know there's a lot else to do on a Saturday night, so thank you for being here. So, I was driving around the other day and I noticed something about my neighborhood. It's full of dogs. Everywhere you look, there's another dog just walking around on the sidewalk or hanging out in front yards. It got me thinking, why don't we have a dog mayor instead of a human mayor? Anyway, I also heard recently that a lot of people are trying to come up with new ways of getting around town. You know, instead of just driving everywhere. So I was wondering if maybe it's time for us to start using dog taxis instead. Alright, that's all I got for now. Hope you all have a great night. Oh, and one more thing before I go. Does anyone else forget to take their keys with them when they go out? Because I do it all the time. Alright, thanks again everyone. Bye!
Have you heard the new jokes they are playing on the radio?
Yeah, they're hilarious. I'm surprised they actually got away with some of them. Hey, did you hear the one about the bald guy who went to the barber to get his hair cut? The barber said, "Why are you here? You don't have any hair." The bald guy replied, "I know. I'm just here to get a little off the sides."
Ha! That's a good one. I better not tell that to my bald uncle or he'll never let me live it down. Say, I just heard a great joke about an elephant and a giraffe. Want to hear it? The elephant looks at the giraffe and says, "What kind of animal are you?" The giraffe replies, "Well, I'm a giraffe." And the elephant says, "You sure don't look like one." What do you think?
That's hilarious. I don't think I ever heard that one before. Well, what do you say we go try it out on the audience at the comedy club tonight? Hello everyone! So, I was walking down the street the other day, and this little old lady taps me on the shoulder and she says, "Excuse me, sir, could you help me across the street?" I said no. Then she started yelling at me and said, "What kind of a person are you?" I said, "I'm the kind of person that likes to go around helping little old ladies." She looked at me and said, "What kind of a person are you really?" I just smiled and said, "I'm the kind of person who actually does things that he says he will do."